Hey guys, so today I'm reviewing Beyond the Gates season 1 episode 99, and it was a pretty cute start to the week. A little slow start to the week. But I can tell this week is going to be so good, and tomorrow is actually the 100th episode, so I'm really excited for that. I hope that's a really good episode. But let's just get right into this episode. So the episode starts off with Shanice and Ashley at the hospital. Ashley still giving Shanice a cold shoulder because she's been going on dates with Derek and all this other things. And Shanice is basically trying to address the issue, like, okay, girl, like, what's really the issue? Because like me and Derek, we're just friends. Even though I do think he's fine and everything, I do think he's cute. Me and Derek are just friends. And Ashley's basically saying she doesn't really care. She's not bitter and this and that. Third. So then Andre shows up, and Shanice leaves and gives them privacy, and Andre basically asks Ashley out on a date, and Ashley agrees to the date after she gets off of work, and basically when she gets off of work, Andre does a Paris themed date, and Ashley's enjoying it, whatever. My whole opinion about that is, though, really quick, I don't like how Andre's over here playing in Danny's face. Like, you say you want Danny, but you keep pursuing Ashley. So I'm not liking this. And honestly, at this point, I just want Danny to move on from Andre. Andre was a little fling. He was a little cute little hookup. But we can really move on from Andre and find something better, Danny. New shade. Um, Moving on to the next storyline. Um, Eva and Leslie are out eating lunch, and Leslie basically tells Eva to pay for lunch because she's broke. And Eva's like, "What the heck? What happened to your job?" She's like, "Well, they want younger waiters, and obviously, I'm not in their demographic, so they had to let me go. And money's been really tight lately, and this and that and the third." So then, basically, Leslie goes and asks Ted. She goes to Ted's hotel room and asks Ted for money. Ted clearly says no because he's giving Eva enough money, and he's not giving her no more money. So then, Leslie calls Eva over to the crib, and basically she asks Eva to ask Ted to ask for money on her behalf, and basically. Because she feels like Ted will give it to Eva since he feels guilty about missing out on so many years, and Eva's reluctant at first, but she goes to do it. So Eva goes to ask Ted, and Ted is just like, I can't say no to you, and this and that, and he gives, he agrees to give Eva the money. My opinion on that, literally, Eva, you literally are going back into your mom's little trap. You claim that you don't want to be back into your mom's little trap, but here you go, letting her use you again. Like, Eva, at this point, I don't even feel bad for you. You're a grown woman and you should know better. So, I don't feel bad for you at all. So, basically, Kat and Tomas get up from sleeping together, and basically Tomas is like, "Oh, that was so amazing, this and that, third," and Kat is just saying it was lovely. Like, basically, Kat shrugging it off. So then, Tomas is getting ready to leave, and then Chelsea walks in. So when Chelsea walks in, Chelsea sees a condom wrapper on the floor, and she asks, did her and Tomas have sex? And Kat says yes, and she basically explains to Chelsea that it wasn't as good as she thought it was going to be. It was basically nothing. She felt nothing from it. And basically, she just felt disappointed in it. Like, she felt nothing. Like, she says that it hurt a little bit in the beginning, but other than that, she just felt nothing. And she don't know what to do and what to say. And Chelsea basically says that she should tell Tomas about how she felt about it. And he could be understanding and this and that and the third. So then that was that. So then Naomi and Jake are at Orphagene's and they're eating dinner, and they're talking about the Regina situation, June's sister Regina. So she says that she went over there. Regina refused to talk to her and this and that. And then out of nowhere, Regina shows up, and basically, Regina basically explains to them, tells them that she wants nothing to do with June and this and that and third. And that's when they show the picture of the two kids, and basically that's when June's sister reveals that June had two kids, a son named, I think it was Cecil and Rob or something like that. And basically she gave them up for drugs, and basically she gave them up because she wasn't ready to be a mother, and they went in an adoption system, and she hasn't seen them ever since, and she has no idea where they are now. Now I'm kind of speculating, no shade, that it might be Samantha and Tyrell, because they were adopted and they could have changed their names. It was a boy and a girl. It could be Tyrell, and they did say that she did mention that the boy should be looking into colleges right now. Tyrell is looking into colleges, so it's starting to add up. So no cap, it could be Samantha and Tyrell. So she basically saying that's why she never forgave June, because she basically gave up those kids and they've never seen those kids again. That was it. And she never heard from them or nothing. So then, while they're in the middle of talking, June shows up and she's like, Regina? And, she's acting shocked. And that's how the episode ended. So that's how the episode ended. And I will see you guys tomorrow for episode 100.